say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buckeyes, long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Ball State's offense will go on the attack first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. Here's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Looking to pass. It's Herbstreit. Makes the grab. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cardinals are flying down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the 2nd level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the 2nd level of this defense, make him make guys miss.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. It's almost as if he's racing against himself out there. This speed, dare I say, is Galloway-esque.
Yes, definitely can fly, and it dictates the whole coverage. It dictates the defense to you. You think you want to put that guy on an island with a cornerback? No, I better get a safety over the top to help. He changes the whole structure of a defense with that blazing speed.
Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run play action. And down he goes back at the 3. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Cardinals will punt this one away. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hand.
Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It was against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play.
He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, and he missed it. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up by 18 over Ohio. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Complete to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Herbstreit. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield very late in the half. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. They can feel uncomfortable. They can feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle.
And I really don't understand the play call. Calling like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
Covered Receivers team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Well, he won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. No good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cardinals will boot away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to...
Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the right side. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Buckeyes are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the back. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. That's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Give to the big fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job. And the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Jackson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. I understand the 4th down analytics and going for it all the time, but that deep in your own end, you're just gift wrapping an opportunity for the other guy. Going downfield for the big play. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bring in the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They're up by a field goal over UTEP. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W. They
go to the ground. Turning it on! And it explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Off play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. To the edge, it's Ball. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Herbstreit. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back